It says on page 3, it is equally important to precisely interpret the mandate given by the people. He goes on to say in that paragraph, we have a clear understanding of the expectations with which the people gave us such a powerful mandate to the government. We will leave no room for such expectations to be dashed for any reason. Mr. Deputy Chairman of Committees, whilst His Excellency the President is correct in interpreting that mandate for his party, it will not be correct for him to say that that mandate extends to the north and east. In the northeast, the mandate that was given unanimously, and I say unanimously with you seated on the chair as well, was for Tamil rights to be recognized. Tamil rights means that our identity has to be recognized, that Sri Lanka is a plurinational country, that there are two nations that exist in this country, and that our rights have to be equal, our status has to be equal, and that along with that status, constitutional amendments have to be made recognizing the right to self-determination was unanimously expressed in the last elections in the north and the east. Your good self, after winning, when you thanked the people, you made it a point to say in your speeches that you are not opposed to Tamil rights. On the contrary, you are consistent with Tamil rights, but we can't wait till Tamil rights are achieved for development to take place, and that was your role, to intervene for development. Honorable Douglas Derwanand, the leader of the EPDP, in his campaign, his posters spoke of Tamilar Thesam Thale Nimira, for the Tamil nation to rise. That was his slogan. So the fact that we are a nation was unanimous in the northeast. That mandate cannot be violated. That is a mandate that has been consistently given by the Tamil people right through the 72-year history of this country. Mr. Deputy Chairman of Committees, there is another issue that I wish to raise. His Excellency spoke of sovereignty, and that under no circumstances will he allow the sovereignty of the country to be compromised. That is correct. For a president to make that statement, that might be correct. But what he must also realize is that when it comes to international relations, sovereignty comes with certain baggage. One of the most cornerstone principles on which sovereignty will be compromised is if within the country the state does not protect its own citizens, or even worse, if within the country the state attacks its own citizens. Sovereignty can never be a defense. This country has gone through a war. The whole world says that heinous crimes have been committed, and the state is the #1 accused party. Without accountability and being prepared to address those issues, you can never. This is not a point of order. Please sit. You can speak when your turn comes.
Sarath Veerasekara.
And experts have said that there's no war crimes have been committed. So he's lying in this chamber. He's lying in this chamber.
This is not a point of order.
Take the time out of his. So therefore, under no circumstances can any president or any country for that matter try to hide behind the concept of sovereignty to prevent accountability for heinous crimes. The victims of these heinous crimes stand as Tamils. The major victims stand as Tamils, and they have consistently said that genocide has been committed and that they want international accountability.
Your time is up.
Finally, Mr. Deputy Chairman of Committees, there are certain very welcome concepts which His Excellency has drawn with regards to development and certain other issues. I would like to flag two. One is with regards to foreign fishermen fishing in Sri Lankan waters. Second, he has also talked of several landless people have to be given their deeds. I welcome those. But what His Excellency must understand is that the Northeast has been a war zone for over 30 years. The people of the Northeast,
You have to wrap it up.
the
fast.
people of, I'm finishing, the people of the Northeast economy is 30 years lagging behind. You cannot treat people in the Northeast equally. You have to protect them. You have to allow their economy to grow. And it is
Honorable
only
Mahinda Samarasinha.
thereafter that you can allow